Okay, so I want to talk to you about taking other people's money with Stripe. Some warning, I don't know, don't be bad with doing this. But at some point in your career, you will want to take somebody else's money. And so I've worked with Stripe on the front end a lot, but I've never set up from scratch. So I was like, what better way to learn than pressure myself with a lightning talk to do this and set it up? I was hoping it would be longer. It's not. It's actually really easy to set up. So we're going to use Stripe and Rails today. Just a quick overview. We are going to send all of the payment stuff, credit card information, social security, CV2, whatever's, to Stripe. So it never touches your server. Stripe is going to return a token to the client, and then we are going to be able to use that token to authorize a payment from our API. So with any Rails project, you start with the convention over configuration with several flags of skipping, Spring, Sprocket, JavaScript, server links, whatever else. Ideally, there's a -- API in there somewhere too, but I was lazy and used views on this one. Next, we install the Stripe gem. And we're going to just generate a charges controller to run this. So for this controller, it has one real action we care about, which is create. So something will happen. We will collect actually, I did this in a dumb order. We'll start here. So here would be the view for that page. There's some JavaScripts that we're going to inject that is going to allow us to collect all of this information. When you click pay, it's going to generate a Stripe token and then land us back at this create controller. So with that token and a few attributes that we collect from the Stripe form, we're able to create a customer, which we don't have to do this, but if you're like wanting to save this for future things, if you're doing subscriptions or something, you could do that. And then there's a really simple Stripe charge that you'll run, and if something goes wrong, we can collect that error. So the customer, and you can pass in some optional descriptions, which will show up in the Stripe dashboard. But it's like pretty easy to do. One caveat, the amount is in cents. So if you're, don't mess that up. It looks scary though. You should probably have a charges route if you want this to work. You should probably also have an initializer with your secret and publishable keys, which you can find on the Stripe website. I will have to, thankfully, I had a screenshot with my actual keys, but decided to replace it with something different, so I didn't have to roll them, but I probably still will after this. And then that's it. One cool thing, there's a bunch of fake numbers you can use to simulate different types of charges if you decide you don't want to support MasterCard, or I don't know, want to see what a diner club experience is if you pay with that. You can use all of these different codes to figure that out. And then there you go. And so, in conclusion, if I can take my money, so can you. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Great.